Hello everyone and welcome to our launch day live stream.
Yeah, welcome.
We are 235 watching on YouTube. We hope to get some more during the stream.
Yeah. Hopefully, but we are happy with 200 also.
Yeah.
200 hardcore fans.
We have had a great day so far. We have launched our Kickstarter. It has been really interesting, and also we have a really good start.
Absolutely. We're going to talk more about and see the stats from the Kickstarter later on, but of course everyone can see it also live on the Kickstarter page, which is it's almost thrilling to watch the numbers go up.
Yeah, it is. So in the stream we are going to talk about the game, of course. We're going to talk to you guys, to the community. You can ask questions about the Kickstarter, the game, the rewards, and everything.
Yeah, we're going to have some people on Zoom, some guests in the studio. We're even going to be live from Jerusalem.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, to see the night view over Old City.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so...
we're also going to play I mean, people are waiting for a demo too, right?
Of course, yeah,
so
the upcoming demo.
Some sneak peeks of that. It's going to be great.
It is. Before we start, we are going to have a look at the Kickstarter page and the current status on that. So if we can get up the numbers there on the screen. There you go. We can see that we have already 81,000. We just reached 81,000 euros.
That's very cool.
Within just a few hours, which is actually really awesome. We're really happy with that.
It's kind of cool also that I hope we're gonna get to the 100,000 mark during this live stream.
Yeah.
And maybe 1,000 and more backers too. It's
956 backers at the moment, so I hope at least all of those, everyone on the stream have done their job already.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we move on, we are going to have a look at the Kickstarter film. Let's look at that.
What if you could be right there when he flipped the tables in the temple?
Are you looking for someone?
Yes, young man, we are looking for a son.
What if he could help his parents when he went missing in Jerusalem?
He told me it's very important to take good care of the lambs from an early age.
It's the Messiah!
What do you want me to do with this man?
I failed him!
Gate Zero is a video game that takes you back to the source of Christianity, to 1st century Israel.
You play as a teenager from the fictional dystopian world of 2072. You will travel back in time to unlock the age-old secret of your late grandmother's mysterious pearl.
You'll find yourself in the living, breathing world of ancient Israel in a society on the brink of upheaval. And you can explore all you want, interact with familiar characters and experience the gospel stories firsthand.
But you will not always have me here with you.
I'm Arve, producer and game designer at BCC Media.
I am Mette, art director for Gate Zero.
For the past 3 years, we've been traveling around to interview youth ministry workers and gaming communities. We built a team of passionate developers who have worked on AAA games like Assassin's Creed and Battlefield. We've made use of the latest gaming technology out there, like Unreal Engine 5, and we've created a prototype that's been tested by thousands of young people.
And the feedback from our social community has been unbelievable.
This demo totally blew my expectations out of the water. I thought they did amazing on everything.
We highly respect historical and biblical accuracy, and we spent countless of hours researching, studying, and also consulting with theologians and historians. After seeing this, you might ask, why are you guys here? Well, let me answer that. Our dream is to tell the stories of Jesus' life from his birth to death in 4 game releases. Right now, we created a solid basis, and we plan to go into full development to produce the first release of Jesus' stories. Share this project with your friends and family and be a part of a movement that's going to change lives.
All right, so this is our Kickstarter video, which we are really proud of, and we think it is doing a great job in telling the story about what we're trying to achieve and also what the game will be like. But if you have questions, I guess all of you have some questions for us, then you can just write them in the chat on YouTube, and we will we have 10 people following along all the way through the end. So if there is anything, just ask.
Yeah, just ask. We answer them either here in the live stream or we answer them on the YouTube directly.
In the chat.
In the chat.
All right, so now we're going to go through the Kickstarter page and have a little tour there. So as we can see now,
Mirrored.
okay, just a moment. You can talk, Mette, while I'm fixing the...
Yeah. So this Kickstarter page, we've been working on this page for the past month or two. I've been in that this page hours and hours working to get it as thorough and good as possible so that people really know why we're making the game, what they're supporting, what they get, how far we come, who's behind this, all these things. They can find that on the Kickstarter page. So basically, actually, when you look at the Kickstarter page, we probably don't have any questions.
We hope they don't. But
that's our goal.
Yeah,
right?
I think we haven't managed to answer every question.
Probably not. But it's meant for people to really understand what our project is about.
Yeah, and also what our vision is.
Yeah.
Because we have a huge vision for this project, and we really believe in it, and our only goal is to tell you about it and have you also be along, because we need all the people now to gather around this.
And this is actually almost the first time we really talk to people about the vision and show more details about what we're going to do.
Yeah, so it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course the goal is 200,000 euros. It's almost the same as US dollars, but this is our currency here in Europe. We have 30 days to go, 29 days to go to reach this goal, but we hope we will reach it in a few days. It's really important for us to have a good start on the campaign.
Yep.
So please help us with that.
Absolutely.
So on the page, we take you through all the details of the game. And by the way, we have a Love Thy Nerd stamp on the game. They have approved it, and they love the game, they says. We are actually going to talk to the CEO of Love Thy Nerd later on this stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We're kind of proud to have that badge on our game.
He can tell more about it, but he says he doesn't give that to anyone.
We believe him.
Yeah. All right. So so the pledges on the side here, all the rewards are designed for different levels of backers. The first one, of course, is the base reward on 29 euros. It's the game with some extra details. You get your name in the credits, and you get a special Discord role on our Discord server. You will receive an exclusive wallpaper for your PC, and of course backer updates.
Yeah.
So if you want the game, you can buy that one. And then we have the collector's bundle, which is a bit more. It is actually also early bird for the first backers. It's 4,000 available on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Here you will get, of course, the game. You will get a Bible study booklet, Gate Zero art book. Can you tell a bit more about that, Mette?
Well, we have done a lot of artwork for the game, research and concept art and sketches and 3D models. Yeah, everything actually we do on the art side. We will make a book out of that. And
All
share it with
the
people.
fancy concept arts will be in there.
Yes. So people who like that kind of stuff, like me, they can dig deeper into it and get some comments on it, maybe some, from the very early stages until finished game.
Awesome. And then you will also have the study booklet, which is a gathering of the scripts and the work we do on the content side of the game.
Also super interesting. Too.
Yeah, it is. And you will receive also our original soundtrack, which we have received a lot of good feedback on.
Yes.
There was actually a question before we started if the music you are hearing is from the game. And yes, it is. It's made by our 2 composers.
Yeah.
We'll meet one of them later in the stream as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have, I will not go through all the details, so you will, of course, read them yourself. And then you have the collector's bundle when early bird is gone. Then you have the time machine crew, which is a really nice reward tier. Here you will actually be able to send an email to Hector's computer in headquarters, and you can then, when you play the game, go into his screen and read your own greeting or message to Hector.
That'd be kind of cool. So you actually can go to the computer and see not just your own email, but everyone who bought this pledge, all the emails will be in there.
72 by now.
Wow.
So far.
That's really, how many potentially?
It's unlimited.
Okay, that's...
This one. We're coming to the limited ones.
Maybe we need
soon.
to upscale Hector's email account.
Yeah. And then you will have your name on his time machine, because you are part of building his time machine. You're funding his time machine, so you will have your name on the machine itself. You will unlock the donkey mount from start. That's actually a new thing in the game.
Yeah, which is really nice. People have been asking for that also, to get from A to B a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
So by riding a donkey.
But is donkey the right?
Maybe the donkey is like slower than actually walking.
Yeah, but you will have some other options later on when you level up.
It'll be fun.
And then you have early access to the game, 72 hours.
Which is surprisingly interesting to some people.
Yeah, but it is.
Yeah.
Because then you can stream it before everyone else.
Tell everyone that you got it before everyone else.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Let's move on to the unlimited time traveler. It's you will receive an exclusive mount collar.
That means a collar on the donkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will have an exclusive skin for the player character. And of course backer updates and of course everything from the previous tier.
That's also kind of cool, because when you stream and you have this exclusive skin for the player character, people will know it's something different than just the average.
Of course. And then we have the investor, and that's an interesting one, because this one is meant for those of you. I know it's a lot of you who are not gamers by default or from earlier on, but you would like to support the project. So if you are one of those, the investor tier is made for you, basically.
Yeah. You don't only get one player license either, you get 10.
Yeah.
So you can actually give it away.
You can give it to your friends and family and your youth club.
Yeah.
We had one youth pastor. He was going to give them out to his
youth group. Yeah.
So it's 19 of those sold already.
That's a very good thought.
Yeah. And then we have the enter through the gate. And now we're starting to talk, because now you are getting your picture, your own picture on the wall in headquarters. And you will get a VIP luxury camel mount if we manage to put the camel in the game. But it's coming. And you will have an exclusive golden robe for player character Max. And you will have a Zoom meeting with one of the developers. So the people you see in the background here. You can have a Zoom call with the programmers, with Mette, with the game designer, whoever you want.
Yep. We're all up for it. So that's
Yes,
cool.
looking forward to it. And then we are inviting you to be one of the game designers, basically. So
This one is cool.
yeah, this one is really cool. Now you get your chance to design your own NPC.
What's an NPC if there's someone?
That's a non-player character. So one of the people you are maybe interacting with, or one of the people walking around in the old city in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
You can give it your name, you can give it a story, and you can also decide where in Israel it will be.
Very cool.
And then you will also be invited to an exclusive meetup with the BibleX team. That's awesome. We'll make sure to have a huge party with you
Yes.
and a great day together.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. And then we have come to the biggest here, which is Gate Zero's biggest fans.
This one is kind of cool because most of you who have watched played the demo or watched the trailer that we have, you've seen in the headquarters that the time machine has two huge fans on the side to cool down the massive
As you see
engine.
here.
Yeah. So these two fans, there are only two of them. And if you are Gate Zero's biggest fans, you can get your name on that fan. So that when people go upstairs to have a look in the headquarters, they will see a label on the fan.
And it is actually one already.
Yeah.
So we have one of them left. So we are looking forward to when all of them are gone.
What happens then? Can I have like a special?
We will give you some more stuff, but it's hidden for now.
All right. Guess we'll just have to keep watching.
Yeah. All right, we are moving on, and now we're going to. We receive a lot of questions about the content in the game and also how we approach the Bible, because this is a really important topic and also really important for us, Mette.
Yeah, absolutely. We decided on very early when we started with this, we were going to be true to the Bible and historical and culturally accurate with everything that we do. So researching and checking and consulting with the historians and everyone we can get good advice from. It's been very important for us.
Yeah, and we have them on the team to be able to make sure that we do everything right from the start, and we put like the research and the work they do into the making of the game from early on.
Yeah.
So we have a film for you. Let's watch that.
That man you see down there, by the Golden Gate, is the Messiah. He's finally going to liberate us from all of these terrible Romans.
Our goal with Gate Zero is to take the player through 2,000 years of history and back to the origin, back to zero if you like. We want to put you right in the middle of where it all happened, so you can better understand the context in which the Bible was written and the significance of Jesus' message. What was the cultural and social situation at that time? What was new and unexpected about Jesus in contrast to people's experience of the Pharisees? Why, for example, were the Pharisees so incensed when Jesus called God his Father? And why it sowed the seed of the hatred that eventually led to his death on the cross.
Jesus is actually going to die in a few days from now, isn't he? If they're expecting him to free them from the Romans, they're going to be extremely disappointed, aren't they?
We have given up everything, and we are following him day and night. Now he's talking about dying? Is that what you want?
The story of Jesus is not fiction. It's a story of revolutionary historical events which have the potential to reach right into people's hearts and change their lives forever. My name's Steve Chadwick, and I'm working on script writing for Gate Zero. I became a Christian at university when I was studying drama. Ever since that time, I've loved to use the storytelling skills to convey what is the greatest story ever told, and to do it in a video game. You're not just an observer. When you interact with something, it gets you thinking, and when people get thinking, they learn. And when they learn, it has the potential to change their lives.
The team behind the development of Gate Zero is quite diverse, but a substantial majority, including myself, has an evangelical upbringing. That being said, our goal is not to persuade you of a particular view of the Bible. Rather, we want to stay true as possible to the biblical text, and we want to faithfully bring the Bible to you as a historical document. We consult regularly with theologians and Bible experts to ensure that what we do has a sound basis in Christian theology and ancient culture.
My name is Dr. Chris McKinney. I am an archaeologist and biblical scholar. I also am a teacher specializing in archaeology, Old Testament history, and especially the geographical landscape and cultures of the Bible. My job with BibleX is to give them the necessary background elements to really bring these things to life. I'm so excited to find some company who is so heavily invested in trying to build a world that feels and looks like the ancient world of Scripture, that are based in archaeology, geography, cultural backgrounds, that it will feel like you are in the land and the time of Jesus.
People of Jerusalem, what do you want me to do with this man you say is king of the Jews?
Peter, what's going on?
They took him, and now he's going to die. I failed him.
In the game, one of my personal favourites is the example when the players meet Peter in what is probably the most heartbreaking moment of his life. He had boldly declared his willingness to die for Jesus, and then he denies that he ever even knew him. Although the Bible doesn't provide a direct account of Peter's feelings, we know what goes through our minds and our hearts in situations like that. It allows us to put you there, bring you closer to what happened, not only through immersive experiences and interaction with the physical world of the time, but also through powerful cutscenes where you get a deep emotional connection with the characters themselves. Characters like Peter.
Yehuda, what have you done?
With Gate Zero, we're able to provide a level of involvement in these historical events, which is deeper, more profound, and hopefully more thought-provoking than anything that has ever gone before.
All right. So this is a glimpse into how we work with the Bible and how we do basically do the research for the game. And as you see, we do it thoroughly.
Absolutely.
You have been working a lot with that meta as well for the art in the game.
Yeah, I have, and doing research for art in a time where we didn't have any internet and any solid resources. Mm-hmm. It's been a challenge, but it's also been really interesting, and to recreate something that people agree on it's been very important for us.
Have you learned something?
Oh yeah. Just do it thoroughly. Do it. Ask people and yeah.
All right. It's really cool to follow the comment and the chat on YouTube, and we have received a few questions.
Yep. Some people ask, where can we buy Gate Zero merch? They're probably seeing these very cool T-shirts that we're wearing and wanting them for themselves. Yeah. So can they buy a merch yet? Not yet. But we are planning to release a webpage where you can buy our own merch store, but it will come in the future. Yeah. Hopefully. Absolutely. Yeah. So. Was it other questions? Yes, we have some more. How many years has the game been in development, and also how many people roughly worked on it? Yeah. So that's 2 questions. How many? You answer it? Yeah, sure. How many years? We did. Started in 2020. I mean, some people know our story, but some people probably don't. So not everyone knew that we were planning a live show in 2020 and made a 3D model of the second temple. We're going to use that in the live show.
For interactive Bible tour.
Yeah, just
Bible
to
study.
help Christian young youth to connect the Bible and to the temple. But then COVID came 3 weeks before, everything was cancelled. And then we were suddenly in a situation where we had the opportunity to start making this game. So we started on that, just a team of 3, 4, and then it grew to a core team of 11, 12. And then at the most, we've been like 30 people working. Yeah.
I think it's been about 40 people in total involved in the production of the game.
Yeah.
Currently, we are 10, a solid team, the core team.
Yeah.
And we are planning to put more people on as we go.
Yeah. So 3 years of hard work, and we are looking forward to many more. Leave the questions for later.
Is it more questions?
There are there's.
I have one guy waiting in this.
Okay, let's go to the one guy instead.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
More questions later.
Awesome. We have a guy on the ground in Old City of Jerusalem. Are you there, Michael?
I am here, Art. Great to see you. I'm from the top of the Mount of Olives, and I've got the Old City of Jerusalem just behind me.
Awesome.
Wow.
It's awesome to see. Michael, what are your thoughts about the project?
Well, I first encountered BibleX through their TikTok channel. They've had many videos. You guys have done tremendous. You've had many videos go viral. Millions of people already know about your project. And for the years that I've been here, I always had this lingering thought in the back of my mind that Jerusalem is very much like an open world video game. And someone has got to do it sometime. So when I saw what BibleX was doing with Gate Zero, I thought, finally, someone is actually creating a video game about Jerusalem. And the best part is that it reveals the passion of Jesus Christ during his times. I'm thinking of the place that I'm standing on right now, the Mount of Olives. I'm just a stone's throw away from the Chapel of the Ascension, where Christians believe Christ ascended to heaven, and then right down the Mount of Olives to the Garden of Gethsemane, where it's remembered the agony of Christ before his crucifixion. So putting it in the hands of young people and where they are, I think is fantastic. I'm so excited about it.
Awesome. By the way, Michael, what are you doing in Jerusalem? What's your job there?
Sure. Well, since fall of 2022, I have connected millions of people with the city of Jerusalem and the revealed passion of Jesus Christ, mainly through TikTok, but other forms of social media as well. The big problem, Arv, is that a lot of people want to be in Jerusalem, but they don't have the chance. They don't either have the money or the time. Maybe they have a physical issue. Maybe there's even a problem with their visa. And my view is that shouldn't stop anyone from viewing the site, certainly of their Savior. And so what I do is I bring people here through my live stream on TikTok, and I take them right to the empty tomb of Jesus.
It's awesome to see your streams. I've been following along a few times, Michael, and it's awesome to see. You basically walk around in the old city with your phone and taking people along on your journey and tell them stories from...
Yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
This is delayed.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think it's okay. It's fine. You know what? The fact that we're able to do this through satellites and phones is amazing anyway. No, it's just amazing just how many people are able to connect. And I get letters from all over the world saying, thank you so much. This has reinvigorated my faith by putting the land and the physical reality of the resurrection in front.
Awesome. We have one more question for you, Michael. But before that, we're going to jump into the game and just try to find the same location that you are on. Do they see the game now? Just a moment. Just a moment. We are trying to get our demo up on the screen. Because, Michael, we are... One of the locations in the game is actually almost, I think, exactly where you are now. So, yeah, just walk a bit more towards... do you see it, Michael?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
So here you see this, if you go past the tree there, I think Here you see the 2,000-year-old view of the exact same view that Michael have right now. It's an epic view, Michael.
It really is, and I think what you all are doing, and especially young people who are invested in video games, by bringing them to first century Jerusalem, you are doing what thousands of books have tried to do by creating a living imagination for everyone to explore.
Exactly. All right, Michael, last question. Is this a project people should pledge or contribute to? What are your thoughts?
Well, I can tell you this. If you are interested in spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ and investing in the future of biblical education, both for young people and for old people, I think this is a no-brainer. I'm certainly contributing to the Kickstarter, and I can't wait to see what you guys do.
Awesome, Michael. Good to have you on the project. Looking forward to see your live streams in the future. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Art. Blessings.
Same to you. Bye-bye. All right.
That was very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see from the side here now that we have actually passed, in our local currency, Norwegian kroners, we have passed 1 million.
That is very cool.
That is actually awesome. So thank you, everyone, and continue, because we are moving to the next milestone.
Yeah.
All right, now we are going to, yeah, that actually brings us to what we are going to do. We are going to get into the Kickstarter page and have a look at the statistics.
Yeah, because the goal of 200,000, we have some more goals, right?
Yeah, we have a few more goals in store for you guys, and we have usually on Kickstarter page you don't reveal all the stretch goals all at once. You just lock them and blur them out. We have opened a few of them just to see, because I know a lot of you are interested in getting the game on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah.
So we are also we want that as much as you want.
Probably our most asked questions in social media.
That brings us to the next topic. Earlier today,
yeah,
you had a cool experience, right?
I did. We went live on TV in the USA.
Yeah, how was it?
It was very cool. Very, very interesting and cool experience, really. It was CBN. They have a TV show called 700 Club Interactive, where they talk about different topics with, for Christians, really. And this time they had a topic about gaming. And it was very interesting because we've been talking with them for a little while, trying to get an interview with them. And suddenly they said they had an open spot today at 4 o'clock local time for us, which was exactly when our Kickstarter launched.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
Is that a coincidence?
That can't be a coincidence. That can't be. So this was very cool. They interviewed us about the game, showed the trailer, and asked many really good questions. So
yeah,
maybe we should see a little sneak peek of it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Check out how this video game is bringing the Bible to life and letting people experience history in a whole new way. Well, joining us all the way from Norway via Skype is the art director for the game Gate Zero, Mette Johnson. Mette, well, more than 3 billion, I'm going to say that again, more than 3 billion people are actively playing video games in our world today. Why is a game like Gate Zero so important?
Well, you said it. With 3 billion people, we want to reach them with Jesus and bring Jesus to them. And like you said previously with the previous guest, like this is just a different way of doing missionary work, really. And by making Gate Zero, we use the most impactful medium in the world, gaming. Yeah. And then we give them the most revolutionary message that's ever told, Jesus' story. So we give the younger generation to make access all to the stories of the gospel. And we'll see how the Kickstarter goes and how fast we can get there, because we will make it.
Wow, absolutely. Well, Mette, thank you so much for talking with me today. Again, all the way from Norway. I appreciate you. And thank you so much. And I wish you guys all of the best for any of future endeavors. And I just really believe that this game is going to make an impact on the next generation. So thank you.
Jeg sier litt om at vi kan
All right. How was that, Mette?
Yeah, it was very fun.
How many viewers?
Well, they tell us they have 1 million viewers. So we are.
Do you believe it? Do you felt it?
I did not feel it. I felt very.
Why? How come?
I don't know. You just close that off and then yeah. But if people want to see it, they've posted it on their website, and we've also shared it in some of our social medias, and you can find it on YouTube. So watch the whole thing. It's a really good episode, if I can even say that myself.
Awesome. Yeah, it was. I agree. I can say that too.
We really are super grateful that they let us on the show, because spreading the word is our main goal. Like spreading this game and telling people about it, because we can make this game and people can think it's awesome, but if they don't know about it, then they can't play it either.
Yeah, and we mean it. We mean this for real. We want to do it, and and we just need more people to know about it, basically.
Yeah, because everyone we meet, I have not met one single person that I showed this game to that hasn't been extremely enthusiastic about it.
Same for me.
Yeah, so.
And that actually brings us over to the next topic, which is marketing of the game. And we are getting after that, we are talking to Johannes and Marcus. So they're getting in the couch. Yep. But I am going to talk to Eunice and Alex. Are you there?
We are.
Yep. Hi.
Awesome. Can you hear me well? Let's start with you, Eunice. We were talking. Mette said that she haven't heard met anyone that hadn't been enthusiastic about the project when they first see it, and I think you can tell the same.
Yeah. So I work with marketing for Gate Zero, and honestly can't imagine marketing a better product. Marketing something that has the potential to go around the world and change lives and, make a difference to young people's lives. And I have to say, it's pretty overwhelming every day to get into the comments and read what you guys say about Gate Zero and the hope and the potential you see in it. Honestly, this thing is bigger than us, really. I think for sure I can say God is behind it, and you guys, I think you also realize that. And so this is just something that I feel like I'm marketing something that's already moving very fast. So this is just awesome.
That's awesome to hear. How has your day been, Eunice?
Today? Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm in Ohio, so I'm on Eastern time. I woke up a little bit before 6 a.m. because we were launching at 9 and went right to work, got the last things done, and then I got the honor from the team to click launch on the Kickstarter page. So this is like, I don't know, 3-4 months of hard work finally culminating in one moment. I gotta say I was nervous, but it was so heartwarming to see, all you guys' support. I don't know, like at this point it's not about the money, but it's about really it is about money, but at the same time it's about seeing all the people behind this project backing us. Just even your $1 shows us that you guys actually believe in this, and that means so much.
Awesome to hear, Eunice. And thank you for your hard work. You have been really putting time and effort into the last few months, and now you see it pays off. Because putting up a Kickstarter is not just launching a page. You have to do it really thoroughly, and we have done that for sure. And Alex, we are going to talk to you as well pretty soon, but before that I'm going to tell a little story together with Johannes here. Welcome, Johannes.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm feeling good.
That's great. Johannes is one of the programmers on the team, and welcome as well, Marcus. We're talking to you after Alex.
Yes.
So people can think about what your role is. Can you just say a few words?
Well, I guess I can't say anything about my role.
You can stop now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Johannes, this story about, you remember we received some emails a couple of years ago.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think you have to take your microphone a bit closer.
All right.
We received an email from a carpenter in the Netherlands. I mean, he used to be a carpenter. And he asked for, I really want to work on this project as a programmer. I have been doing Unreal Engine for 5 years. please let me into the team. But I just have to say, when a carpenter asked to program our game, I was a bit skeptic. What do you say, Johannes?
I can see where that comes from.
But this guy, he never gave up. And today, he is on our team. And he is on our Zoom call as well. And that is you, Alex.
Hello.
You sent us so many emails that we just had to have a meeting with you after a while. What's your side of the story?
Well, back then it wasn't really an easy time for me, so that added to the tension there. It was COVID, and I didn't like my old job, and the carpentry I couldn't do anymore, unfortunately. So I got kind of stuck, actually. So for me, there was no way to go. So BibleX, when a brother of mine mentioned it, I was like, oh, that could be a way out. And I was like, oh, I should try this, you know? So yeah, I did try it. I sent you guys some emails and you guys didn't respond. So I was like very nervous and didn't have too much work at the time. So it was pretty exciting for me. But eventually I keep on trying to keep on knocking. Yeah, just didn't give up, and finally you guys wanted to talk to me, and yeah, the good thing is that you gave me a chance, you know, by doing a test, and because I was a carpenter and I was doing it in my spare time, I have no clue where my skill level was. So the test actually showed both that I could do it and you know, I could contribute to the team. So that was really cool, really nice. Yeah.
What was your thought when you saw the test from Alex, Johannes?
I think it was really good, and I kind of saw myself as well, because you started that as a hobbyist, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same. So you can see us being self-taught, but really good motivation and strong skills to. You were only doing it for not that
5 years.
5 years, okay. But
yeah,
it looked really good. So we ended up taking a flight even.
Yeah, we wanted to meet this guy.
Yeah.
Because we thought your test was awesome, Alex, and we haven't regretted this until this day. And I'm so sorry we didn't respond to your emails.
No, it was good. I think it was a test as well for my patience and trusting God. So I think it was really good. You know, in hindsight, you can see so many things in your life that's like, that's why. So this was one of them, and I need it.
That's why we did it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you did it. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
What I would just want to say that we have a really good programming team on the game. Alex and Johannes, together with a couple of other guys, they are doing an amazing job on the team. And Johannes, do you remember a specific time in the project where you had good memories from?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that question, and I think when we were doing some gameplay tests together, or at least the first gameplay tests. They were very like, it was a bit hurtful to see some bugs and the issues, but that's come to expected from the earliest stage of like the alpha. But that was so much progression in that time, and we fixed so many like core issues and. Yeah, things started to fall into place.
It's awesome to see things progress, and it's really hard to do tests because then all our problems is being will come up. So that's maybe one of the toughest days for me, at least, to see our game being tested by real users. But it's also the most important base of the development. Marcus, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been a chill day for me so far.
It has?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Well, today I've just been doing some casual bug fixing and stuff on my side. Haven't been so involved in the setup of streaming and stuff, so it's been pretty chill.
What are your role on the team?
Up till now, I've pretty much done. It's like a lot of different stuff, like a bit of the art side and all of the animation side and rigging and all the stuff that goes into getting the characters moving in the game. And the thing is, luckily, early on, we invested in using motion capture for our technology, so we didn't have to hire too many people to help out. But I think soon we'll be getting a bit of help. We have some people that are very enthusiastic to help on the animation side, so I'm pretty excited to expand there and get some cool-looking animations in the game.
It's awesome, and if there are people who want to help out animating and do other stuff, please reach out. We need talented people and people with experience, basically.
Yeah.
Carpenters.
Even carpenters.
Yes.
Do you want to say something about your motivation for working on the project, Marcus?
Yeah. My motivation for the project is, well, on the market for games, you have a lot of fun games, but there aren't so many that like get you to sort of stop and think about things like in your life that might help you with like choices in life and all this kind of stuff. And so that just makes it like very motivating to work on a game that does exactly that. Because the thing is, when you're playing a game, you invest a lot of time into it, and the things that you expose yourself to, they stick with you. So like for example, like in school, back when I was like 12 years old or something, we had a ancient history class where the topic was just like mythology, and then somehow I had the knowledge of like all this random stuff about the mythological gods and all this, and so the other people were like, why do you know this stuff? And it's because I had played a game called Age of Mythology, and I loved that game.
Right.
So the same thing could be about like Gate Zero, right? If
exactly.
You get stuff from the game that might help you later in life because it'll just like stick with you and you'll remember it. So it's very motivating in that sense.
Totally agree. Have you been totally open about all your roles in the game so far?
Yeah, I've he's laughing. I can't see the chat right now, but I don't know. Maybe there's some people that haven't.
It is.
Yeah, that can like guess where my voice is from. Maybe.
Only Way Ministries is saying, Marcus, it's Hector.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yes, I'm also Hector.
Hector's voice.
Yes.
And body.
And body. I've done some motion capture myself. Luckily, we're moving away from those tight motion capture suits because I'm quite a big person, so it's not so comfortable.
That's what I call a good animator, when you do the motion capture yourself.
Yes, committed. That's
and the voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's really interesting to hear. It brings us on to the next topic, which is showing more of our team. We have two eminent composers on the team, and now we're going to meet one of them.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm really excited to sing this song. So thank you for letting me sing it.
Thank you for singing on it. I'm really looking forward to work with you again.
Should we just get started and do a few takes?
Yeah.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem, in power who's like thee? Thy walls and gates from ancient time have stood there, and all thy mighty princes whom the Lord has set in thee are monuments to thy reign and splendor.
All right. Welcome back. And we now have a little Q&A session, Mette.
Yeah, we do.
We have received a few questions. Do you want to read?
I want to read. Okay. What if we already played? What if we already played? We who already played want to contribute more and possibly go up pledges of rewards? Will this have to be paying the full pledge, or can we add our total? As I want to give more than when I am able. I guess he asks, can he like give more?
Upgrade?
Later on.
Yeah, you can upgrade your reward to another reward level throughout the whole campaign.
Yeah, and also there will be plenty of options to keep supporting us after the Kickstarter.
Of course.
Yes.
But yeah, if you're asking about upgrading, you can do that.
Yeah. Is the game open world?
Good question. We call it semi-open world.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean that it's completely open, but it's not linear at all. It's kind of an open world where you can roam freely around, but it will not be like it's actually a stretch goal also to have it even more open world.
Yes.
But for now we call it semi-open world.
Yeah, but you can definitely run around and enjoy large parts of Jerusalem and the areas around.
Exactly.
In the
All
game.
you see here is areas you can.
If they see it.
They don't see that. They will see it later on. It's the demo.
They will see it in the demo.
Yeah.
Can I contribute as a voice actor? Well, we have lots of people asking to contribute.
And we also have a lot of people contributing.
Yes.
Already.
Which is very good. So we have on our Discord channel, especially you can sign in there and then sign up for a role. And this is actually where we put out some of our tasks that we need done. So people can send us voice recordings and help out with different projects, which is cool. Maybe I should just add, there's a few comments as well, not really questions.
Read them.
This game might be the only way for someone to actually see those areas.
And as one of our friends said the other day, this game might be the only Bible some people read.
Yeah. And like Michael Petit said earlier too, he's showing Jerusalem because people can't really go there.
Mm-hmm.
So by playing the game and you experience Jerusalem and you also experience the Bible, and we take that very seriously. And also that's why we want to make the game so that people feel like they actually get to know Jesus and the stories and get to learn the message that he came with through the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an amazing way to share such history.
We think so too.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah. I guess we can continue with the...
There's one guy asking, how can I help you guys?
Yeah.
There's at least one main way you can do that right now. And that is go into the Kickstarter and buy you can buy the last fan.
If you want to go that way, yeah. Or you can buy the any pledge that works for you. But yeah.
Second option is to talk about it with friends and get more people into rewarding.
Yeah. So basically, we're doing the Kickstarter because we really want to make this game and we want to keep making it and keep making content for it. So that's why we need this Kickstarter also to work.
We have about 1,000 backers, which is awesome.
Yes, very cool.
I think we reached it during the video, but thank you guys.
1,000 thanks.
All right, shall we move on? We have you saw the composers earlier last year when we did the prototype with the huge youth group you might have seen. We also did a live performance of our theme song, so you can have a look at that. All right, we love that song.
Really, we really do. I actually get a lot of questions about the music. People want the music and access to it. And we've seen on the rewards that the original soundtrack is part of some of the rewards. And we also have a hidden surprise about the music in the Kickstarter page. Can you reveal some secrets about that?
It is a secret for now, but we can tell it to the people on the stream.
Yeah.
It is full orchestra playing the score of the game.
So that's one of the stretch goals.
It's one of the stretch goals.
Yeah, which is gonna be like Tom and Joseph, who are making the music. We love the music that they're making, and they're gonna also make more music for the work that we're gonna do. So that's gonna be really cool to get that full orchestral score.
They're discussing the music in the chat now. Can you create sheet music for this song?
Oh, that'd be cool to have some people play our music, like make some, what do you call it? Cover songs? Some, versions of it. Maybe some guitar solo.
And they also ask, music is way, this is not a question, it's a statement. Music is way better than Assassin's Creed.
Hey, that's very cool.
That's kind of you.
We'll pass that on to our music composers. Yeah.
All right. So, we're going to talk a bit about the campaign, what we're trying to achieve. Mette, what are we trying? What's the overall goal for the project?
For this project? Well, our overall goal is really to give the younger generation access to the Bible. Because we know, as the young people today, I think they all want to know Jesus, the young Christians, but it's very hard to pick up the Bible and read it. And also kind of hard to connect things that is very distant from their daily life. Things are going fast, everything is digital, etc. So to have them play the game and get to know the stories and connect to them and get to know the people and also understand the message that they learn from the game, and then maybe also pick up the Bible to dig deeper into it. That's really what we hope for with the game.
On CBN this morning, they asked you. They said that it's about 3 billion people playing video games worldwide today.
Yep.
And that is true. And we see it this way, that it's an opportunity. I mean, it's not just a thing we do to make a video game, but we see it as an opportunity to use the strongest medium out there, which gaming is really something you can use to live in a separate world.
Yeah, because you interact with everything yourself.
Yeah.
You're actually running around and making the decisions.
You are there as it happened, and you take decisions all the way.
Yeah.
So we see it as an opportunity we just have to do, because gaming is an opportunity to tell the greatest message ever told in a new and a modern way, and more interactive way, and in a way that people can interact with it, and also understand the context of the stories and the events in a completely new way. So when you read it later on, you will have pictures, you will see stuff, you will kind of like, I know what this is about.
Yeah, you were there, so you know
exactly.
How it was. And it actually is like our model of Jerusalem is a 1-to-1 size. So when you actually run around in Jerusalem in the game, it's the same size, it's the same distances that Jesus and the disciples walked. And that's how it really was. So we hope that the younger generation is going to find this a very appealing and attractive way to learn about the Bible.
And we want the game to be in churches, in homes, and we want it to be used as a tool for ministry workers and for parents to have fun with their kids and learn together with their kids at the same time.
Yeah.
We see it as a must-have in all Christian homes and also non-Christian homes, because you are learning about history, culture, Bible. You are basically diving into this completely separate but huge world of Jesus and Israel at ancient times.
Yeah, and also our game is a very social type of game with the co-play function as well, when people can connect their phones and then participate in the game and help solve tasks and help the players. That makes also them have the experience together, and it also makes for good conversations about the topics that they encounter. after.
Yes, exactly. We are going to watch the Kickstarter film again now.
What if you could be right there when he flipped the tables in the temple?
Are you looking for someone?
Yes, young man, we are looking for a son.
What if he could help his parents when he went missing in Jerusalem?
He told me it's very important to take good care of the lambs from an early age.
It's the Messiah!
What do you want me to do with this man?
I failed him.
Gate Zero is a video game that takes you back to the source of Christianity, to 1st century Israel.
You play as a teenager from the fictional dystopian world of 2072. You will travel back in time to unlock the age-old secrets of your late grandmother's mysterious pearl.
You'll find yourself in the living, breathing world of ancient Israel in a society on the brink of upheaval. And you can explore all you want, interact with familiar characters and experience the gospel stories firsthand.
But you will not always have me here with you.
I'm Arve, producer and game designer at BCC Media.
I am Mette, art director for Gate Zero.
For the past 3 years, we've been traveling around to interview youth ministry workers and gaming communities. We built a team of passionate developers who have worked on AAA games like Assassin's Creed and Battlefield. We've made use of the latest gaming technology out there, like Unreal Engine 5, and we've created a prototype that's been tested by thousands of young people.
And the feedback from our social community has been unbelievable.
This demo totally blew my expectations out of the water. I thought they did amazing on everything.
We highly respect historical and biblical accuracy, and we spent countless of hours researching, studying, and also consulting with theologians and historians. After seeing this, you might ask, why are you guys here? Well, let me answer that. Our dream is to tell the stories of Jesus' life from his birth to death in 4 game releases. Right now, we created a solid basis, and we plan to go into full development to produce the first release of Jesus' stories. Share this project with your friends and family and be a part of a movement that's going to change lives.
All right, we are now going to have a look at our Kickstarter page. We're currently 1,023 backers, which is awesome.
It's very cool.
And we have raised already 86,701 euros.
I said in the beginning of this stream that I hoped for 100,000.
We are closing in.
Yeah, we are. So.
But what did you say? Within
the stream.
Yeah, we have 40 minutes left.
Yeah. So.
Can we do it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Can you do it? It's up to you guys.
We're not really asking people to pledge more, but to help share it.
Yeah, talk to your friends. Your mom and what about the investor? Is it?
How many?
It's one fan left. If one of you can get someone to buy the second fan, that would be awesome. And the other one, let me see, investor. It is 19 backers. If we can, this one is perfect for your mom and dad because they can give away 10 copies of Gate Zero to their friends and some people they know. You can also tell your youth ministry workers to buy this tier.
Yeah.
Because they have to give it to them to their youth.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's have a look at the Kickstarter page. There's a couple of things that we haven't shown.
The dog.
Yeah, the dog. I mean, everyone wants a dog, right? And
of course.
Of course, you can pet it. That's a very important thing. But this is the early bird bonus. So we have the first 48 hours of the...
40 hours left.
Yes. So you get the dog in headquarters. It's a corgi. A very cute dog, I think.
Can you say something about the race? Do you know about dogs?
I don't really know about them, but I know the Queen, late Queen Elizabeth. She had corgis and she loved them. So
that should be a social proof.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. But they're kind of short-legged and
cute.
Stumble around. And someone actually asked the question about if you could customize the dog. I don't even know if you have an answer to that yet.
No, it's a good question, but let's customize Max first.
Yeah.
And now we are going to look into our stretch goals, which is not, a topic yet, but we just want to show you these ones. They are blurred down here, but this first one, Xbox and PlayStation. Can we get there?
I believe we can get there. We are only 8 hours into day one. We have 29 days. We have a huge community who haven't even been into the Kickstarter page yet. We know that people want this game, and we just have to make sure that people know about the Kickstarter. And
that's basically the only job we have to do. Eunice said earlier, and you said it, I said it. When we tell people about the game, there have been, I can't remember a single person who haven't had a reaction of enthusiasm.
Yeah, this is not a challenge.
What?
This is not a challenge that some people now come with a reaction.
Oh no! It's not a challenge. But I mean, for real, it's when people see this, they really understand our vision.
Yes.
And they kind of share the same vision.
Yes, that's the thing, and they want this game to happen.
Yeah.
So, I absolutely believe that we're gonna reach these stretch goals, and definitely get it on PlayStation and Xbox as well.
All right.
I guess we're not gonna reveal any of the other stretch goals, so people just have to come back and watch the Kickstarter page, and they will be revealed as they come. But there are some really good stuff down the road.
If you want to have a description about the rewards, you can. We went through them earlier in the stream, so you can go back and watch that again if you want. But it's a lot of interesting rewards you can get here. Now we are going to have a look at a video where we have had a talk with some of our friends and people we talk a lot to that we get feedback from. So have a look at this.
My first reaction to Bible X, Gate Zero, I just remember how beautifully open world it was.
I was honestly astonished at the graphical artistry that they had done.
Gate Zero has a unique corner of this market. I thought it was a really good interaction for the player.
I'm the first person to be skeptical about any kind of form of Christian entertainment, especially gaming, but this one did catch my eye. Over 2.5 billion people are playing games or video games all over the world. And so to have something that help you think about the scripture and the way and the life of Jesus, that is really awesome.
Most Christian media doesn't have that much effort put into it. This game, on the other hand, has a ton of effort put into it.
It kind of had this familiar video game vibe to it that maybe a lot of Christian games honestly lack. And it's kind of hard to find that mix.
So I tried it with my youth group. It was very well received. The kids thought that it was amazing because it brought to life sort of the gospels that we were reading through.
Have a mobile phone be a multiplayer experience, that kind of engagement to me was a little bit mind-blowing, because what it did was it allowed me to play games with my friends. I watched some of our teenagers play this game, and they just got sucked into it.
So would I back Gate Zero on Kickstarter? I would do it right now if I could, but I don't think it's open yet, so I would do it.
For me, this is a day one back. It's not even a question. This is a game that I want my kids to grow up playing. This is a game that I want people at my church or in our community with Love Thy Nerd to experience, and in this world that we live in of the chosen and things that other people outside of Christianity are starting to latch onto. I think that this has a seat at that table.
right, and with us we have Baba from this video. Are you there, Baba?
I'm here. How's it going, Arvid?
It's going great. How are you?
Doing fantastic, man. It's a good day.
It, it is actually. What do you think about the results so far?
I am blown away. I think that you guys are doing fantastic with your campaign. Over 1,000 backers. That's amazing. I've watched Kickstarter campaigns not even hit this mark over the course of their time on Kickstarter. So this is fantastic.
Awesome. This is a day one back. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I already backed it.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to.
Yeah.
Cool, great. So, can you maybe start out with telling a bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Bubba Stalkup. I'm the CEO, founder, and president of an organization called Love Thy Nerd, which is a ministry that exists to love and serve our nerdy neighbors. And we do that a lot of different ways, and one of the ways is by using video games, tabletop games, and experiences, comic books, and pop culture as a way to build bridges between people, to create relationships, to not just tell them that Jesus loves them, to use that as ways to prove them that Jesus does love them, because, hey, God loves you, and he thinks that what you do is interesting enough that he sent his son to die for you. So.
It's awesome to see your work, and we have also had Eunice were at your convention earlier last year. So it's awesome to see what you guys do, and at that convention you actually played our game. Can you tell us what your thoughts about the game is and was when you played it?
Yeah, so the first time I played it, before we even played it, I heard about it. It was, hey, this game Bible X is going to come to LTNCon, and I was skeptical, to be honest with you.
Be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's like, does the world need another half-hearted, cheesy Bible game? And I don't think that the answer is yes. I think what we need is genuine storytelling, good ways, authentic ways to tell people about the story of Jesus. And so, honestly, what I did was I said, hey, is there a demo that I can play? And I played it, and immediately after I rolled credits on the demo, I sent a message out to Luke, who was doing our convention, and I said, book it. Just tell him yes and send him on, because this thing is fantastic.
Awesome. And we actually had a meeting last week, Baba, that you and a friend arranged together with us. And in that meeting, you gathered about 15 to 20 Christian streamers from USA, and you had kind of a small little motivation speech to them, both on the start and the end. I think it was so motivating and interesting to hear you. You said, for example, this is your opportunity to contribute to the kingdom of God. Can you tell us a bit more about why you mean this?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, with that group specifically, and really anybody that's watching this live stream or watches it later on YouTube or anywhere else that it is disseminated, it's one of those things where we, as ministers of the gospel, doesn't matter if you're in full-time vocational ministry or not. A lot of the people that you're going to learn about in this story were not in full-time vocational ministry. These are people that God called out of other things and into this, or actually did it alongside of what they were already doing. It's just like their opportunity. It's our opportunity to share about the good news of Jesus, which it is good and great news. And if we can do it in a way that can be captured by people who would never in a million years step inside of a church, go to your youth group, join you at any kind of event across the world, it doesn't matter. If we can find ways to engage with them in the spaces where they already are, we call that the secret sauce. I mean, that's the thing that's missing from a lot of work in ministry, is finding a way to speak directly to people in the places where they are. Jesus did it all the time. We find ways to make excuses not to do that, and I think that Bible X, now Gate Zero, right? What a perfect name for that. That's a fantastic name. Gate Zero is now doing that by just saying, hey, here, play the Gospels. Like, that's just absolutely mind-blowing. So for our content creators, I told them, I was like, this is your time to shine. All you have to do is play the game on stream, and it will speak for itself. And today we actually saw Aki and fam here in the States play it. And I was in his chat and I watched just that happen.
I watched it as well. He played our co-play mini games with his streamers. It was
Yeah.
awesome to see. You also said earlier that the game might be the only Bible some people read.
Yeah, I truly believe that. I really do, because I know how fickle each generation is in their own way. And what we're experiencing now is that they're leaving the faith, and that is carried over into the next generation. So if your parents leave the faith, then you don't have a faith to start with. And so we have to find really fun and engaging and, honestly, logical ways to meet people in those spaces where they are, like I said before. And so the idea that you're going to be able to hand somebody a Bible and they're just going to pick it up and read it, that's a foreign concept to most people. Had a meeting yesterday with somebody from Germany, and they were educating me on what an actual post-Christian society looks like across the world. And it was just mind-blowing to me. I live in Texas in the United States, and there's literally a church on every corner, on every street, in every town, and some even closer to that. Some of them, the doors actually back up to each other. And so the idea is that we're actually having to re-educate people on Christianity here. But across the world, as you well know, you're starting from zero, from gate zero, which is where this story actually starts in the future, is a place where Christianity is no longer, it's totally post-Christian. And so that idea is so paramount that this may actually be, legitimately speaking, if not the only, most certainly the first Bible that anybody ever reads.
Awesome to hear, Baba. Before we end, do you want to give a tip or encouragement to people that are considering backing but haven't done it yet?
Yeah, actually, I just mentioned it in our community in Love Thy Nerd right now. They said, well, yeah, I think I'll just wait to see if they make the port for Xbox or PlayStation. And I said, well, what if you backed it and you were a part of helping that port actually get made? And so if you're on the fence right now, whether you're a gamer or not, however you consider yourself to engage in this kind of a world or lifestyle, I would say do it, because this is just as good, if not better, than giving to any cooperative program for missions or anything like that. We talk about it like this all the time. The Great Commission is go into all the nations, all of them, baptize in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, making disciples. We forget that the internet now exists, and as the world grows bigger, it grows smaller through digital means. And what we're seeing are these digital islands that are rising out of the sea. And Gate Zero is standing right there on one of those islands that's rising out of the sea. So you may not be able to go across the pond or to a foreign place, but what you can do is you can help to fund something that is highly effective and is laser focused on reaching a group of people that's not just to better them, but when you reach a younger generation, it sticks and it lasts and it helps them in further generations and their kids and their kids and their kids. So if you're on the fence at all, I would say back it at the lowest that you possibly can, because anything matters. But if you are a person of means, I would say buy that second fan. Absolutely.
Totally. Thank you very much, Baba.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And thank you for all the work you do. It's awesome to follow along.
Yeah.
Great to have you on our stream.
My pleasure, Arve. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. All right, let's move on. And now we are going to have a look into the demo.
Yeah.
So you can come into the couch, Kim.
Hey guys.
Hey, hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's really interesting to follow along.
You have been working together with a huge part of the team lately with a new demo.
We have.
And we said a couple of weeks ago that we are not releasing that before we feel ready to do it. So we are still polishing on it. And when it will come, you will hear about it in social media. But we were thinking about showing you a little bit of it now.
Yep.
So maybe you can grab the keyboard, and we are just plugging a little bit here in the background.
Yeah.
Yep. It was, yeah.
Go ahead. A little bit more about the game.
Yeah, so it was, I was going to say that we saw the stream from, I don't remember the name of the guy, but the guy that did a stream where he got people along in the stream with the co-play. That was really great. So
What Up I Am?
What Up I Am? That was it. Yeah, that's right. It was great fun to see actually the thing that we saw from the beta period. That was a great experience, the co-play. That was the challenge, to actually get people, not hardcore gamers, along from the couch to participate in the game. And to see that also in the stream, it was great to see. But for now, we want to improve also this single player experience in the demo. So that's what we are trying to improve.
Which is really important.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
so
now we have the game here, I think.
You're still in the Mount of Olives.
Yeah, so what should we do?
What should we do? Well, maybe some people on the stream have wishes. Yeah. You can ask, but we have some new features.
Yeah, so I saw a question from a guy in the stream asking for how will the gameplay pan out. Another one also said that, is the core gameplay loop going to be similar to like Assassin's Creed, like quest to do exploration? And the thing is, we want to, like Mette also told, to be able to like feel how the time was and to experience the culture. And what we want to do is to improve what you can explore and what you can interact with, to actually also feel like when the stories are told, and when you are experiencing and going through the stories, you have already been like exploring, picking up stuff, feeling like getting to use how the currency was, the different monetary system, and to actually, live in the world. So it's easier to understand also the parables and the stories.
About money, you've really dug into the money.
It's great fun.
Can I just say one thing? We just reached $100,000, not euros yet, but dollars.
Oh, we're checking all currencies now?
Yeah, there was a guy in the stream that said it. So continue.
Oh, that's great.
Very cool.
Great, yeah. That's close to half the way, isn't it?
Yeah,
how many pruta is that, Kim?
How many
shekels?
I can't count that in my head, but yeah.
But it's been fun because there's a lot of currency in Israel.
It is for sure, and it's so we explore and see that you both have the Jewish coins, the different currency denominations, and you also have the Roman coins, and to really understand and to dig into and look at how the conversion between those were, and it's great fun, and we want to work with that so you can explore that in the game. So what you see is that we have added stuff so you can pick up different type of materials. You see some wheat here. And we're going to use that in the quests as well. So crafting is
sorry,
going to be...
I have to say one more thing.
Okay.
Both fans are sold.
What?
Both fans are taken. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Was that Boba's speech, maybe?
Oh, maybe it was. Thank you, Boba.
Awesome. Yeah, we should, continue.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so I picked up some wheat. I'm going to try to see the value of it if we try to interact with one of the shops here. The screen is a bit away, but yeah, as you see, we have added some stuff to the shopkeeper. You can meet different shopkeepers and vendors where you can buy and sell stuff. And what you see now, for the demo, we have added Pura as the denomination or the coin that you're going to be able to sell stuff with. So yeah.
There's a guy who says it's 383,000 shekels. I don't know if that's right, but it might be.
There are some calculators there.
Yeah, I guess he used one of those.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
That's good.
It's fun to see this because this is completely new in this demo. The whole inventory of gathering and crafting and selling and buying, which is a whole different type of interacting with the world.
Yep. It is, and what you see is also something interesting for the demo, which we are working on now, is also that we want to, for the story, you're going to explore the riddles from Grandma Charlotte, right? So, and you're going to follow along with the gospel stories and to solve that riddle. And to be able to do that, you need to interact with the different characters and follow along with the quest and gather stuff and craft stuff, and also solve different puzzles, encounters you're meeting, and also puzzles you're going to solve together with those participating from the couch, right?
Yeah.
So we're not finished with this, but I'm just going to show a visual image of the puzzle Johannes is working with now. It's going to be really interesting to see how that falls out.
You tested it on me a few days ago, and I did not solve it.
You didn't? No, that's right. Yeah,
we
need to work on the balancing.
That's a huge part of game design, to balance it right.
Yeah.
Make it not too hard and not too easy.
You of course set it to extremely difficult when I was trying it.
Yeah. So. It was like hardest.
I saw a question about, and you also mentioned the 1-to-1, the scale of Jerusalem, and that's also the conflict or the challenge we're constantly working on, like together with the game designers and the level design, because we need to make it interesting. The gameplay should be really good, and that's the. Like, we want to be true to how it was back then, of what we know and what we talk with the researchers on. But we also want to make the gameplay interesting. So that's why we're exploring now with the different type of mechanics and puzzles, how we can...
and travel options.
Yeah, that's also something we're going to test in the demo.
Very cool.
So now we're currently on the Kidron, the bridge over Kidron Valley, approaching Golden Gate, which is the main gate into Jerusalem from east.
Into the temple.
Yeah. And here we have.
Is there sound on from the game?
It should be.
Yeah.
That's good. Getting some tips here.
So now let's see if Kim can.
We got this nice laser effect on the throwing now. I don't know if it's intended, but yeah.
It's not intended.
It's cool though.
Oh, the guards started jogging now.
Oh,
that's cool.
Run. Get in here.
And now we are approaching the temple, second temple, which is Herod's temple, and we are going into women's court.
Yep.
Which is the first court outside of the first court into the temple.
That looks pretty cool, if you ask me.
It's really nice.
It's very nice. These all these like the rooms on the sides, etc. You can check those out too. Those are chambers where there is stuff inside.
Yeah.
So maybe not everyone knows that, but there's like a lot of rooms in this temple where you can actually go in, like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, we can show something.
Cool.
So here you can bake bread.
That's true.
These showbreads are used in the Holy of Holies. Very cool.
Yeah.
Is it stealing when you just pick it up from the ground?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it's stealing unless it says it's stealing.
This is the slaughter area where they had all the animals that were slaughtered before they were taken onto the
altar
for sacrifice. But try to go into the temple, Kim.
Control that.
I think we have to move on, but let's just see first if we can get into the temple.
Whoa.
Oh no, you cannot go in there.
Without a priest robe. How do you get a priest robe?
That's something you will find out.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's because you cannot enter into the temple if you don't work there, and it was only the tribe of Levi who served in the temple. Yep. So then Max has to become one of those in a way. All right.
Cool. Very
Thank
cool
you, Kim. It's awesome to see, and really, I think a lot of people looking forward to play play demo 2. There's a guy, were there any changes with lighting or visuals in demo 2? Yes, it was.
Yes, and also backgrounds and details, and yeah, it's going to be awesome for people to see it.
All right, we are going to talk to next one on the Zoom pretty soon, but before that, let me see. We are doing a short Q&A. And are there some new questions?
Let's see. We had a question before where it says, where was it?
There's one asking, can you explain your logo?
Well, it's...
we can talk about the logo for hours.
We spent a long time on that logo. It was also cool to hear Bubba liking the name Gate Zero. It also took us a long time to find that perfect name for our game, and we are very, very happy with it. And the logo itself, of course, it's the pearl. Grandma Charlotte, she discovered a pearl, and she's challenging you, Max, as the player, to discover that pearl for yourself. So I don't know if I can go into details about everything, but
yeah, I think that's good. It's the pearl in the middle there, and you will see more about the pearl in the game. That's a huge part of the game.
Yeah, there's some questions in here now. What are some examples of expansions to expect in the future? People are talking especially about the Old Testament.
Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. But before that, we have to make all of the Gospels.
Yeah.
But we dream about making more, basically. Also about Paul.
The apostle.
So yeah, but we are. There was one question about DLCs.
Yeah.
We want to make a Christmas DLC.
Yep.
But that's also among 4 other releases. So yes.
We have endless opportunities when you think about what we can make from the Bible. Really.
For sure.
Yeah.
Other questions?
Ready for the next? Yeah, we have. Will there be difficulty modes like easy, normal, and hard?
Yes or no. It depends. We can't say too much about that at the moment.
No. Question about the game content. How long is it? What are the 4 parts? And is there any sort of collectible system in the game? Well, right now you saw the collectible system, or parts of it, and that you can gather and craft plenty of things and pick up things and sell them and have your own inventory, which is very cool.
Noah's Ark DLC would be insane. There's a guy in the chat.
Yeah, that would be very cool. How long is the game? And what are the 4 parts? So the 4 parts are really the Gospels, the 130-something stories about Jesus from the Gospels divided into 4 releases.
Yeah, all the events from the Gospels.
Yeah, and how long it is actually kind of like we will probably tell people more about that in the future, but you can make it as long as you want, really.
In release 1, there are several game loops or story missions. They are about, in total, all the story missions in release 1 is 4 to 6 hours. If we reach the first stretch goal.
There's a question here which is interesting. Is the Gate Zero staff full-time? And I have to say no to that. We are more than full-time.
It's actually almost midnight where we are now.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, we are full-time. The core team is full-time.
But we have it's a good question. We have part-time workers as well.
Yeah, we do. Any more questions? We have some comments that I can read up. I really appreciate that you aren't trying to shame gamers and isolate them from the gospel, but instead meet them in their everyday lives. That's real Christianity.
Exactly.
That's very, very nice. That's really what we are doing. The Kickstarter options with the multiple copies are great options for churches to get it to their youth groups to share and play together, and Christian universities too. And that's a very good idea or a very good thought.
We recently had a Bible school studying the temple in our game.
And it would be so cool if this game could be in all the Christian universities from
To say that again, there's some problem with the stream. I think we had a little drop in the stream. Are we back? Yeah, we are back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was telling about the organization behind Gate Zero. Who is that? And we are going to watch a film about that now.
BCC Media is a non-profit Christian media foundation based out of Norway, and it's a part of the BCC Federation.
BCC Media's history started back in '98 with TV broadcasts of Christian events.
And since then, we have produced hours of TV documentaries, animation series,
children's programs,
and podcasts, a lot of different Bible study concepts for young people, and recently, since 2020, video games.
And BCC Media's main goal is to bring the message of the Bible to life and also make it accessible for children and youth through apps like BCC Media and also Bible Kids IO.
Gate Zero is a department of BCC Media. It's a kind of startup within the organization, which means that the team has full product responsibility and any kind of revenue exclusively benefits the project. And it is especially important to us that our productions are both biblically and historically accurate. When it comes to game development, highly dedicated employees with an inner motivation and intrinsic motivation are really crucial to us. And our experience is that then things become possible that otherwise seem impossible. However, we now have employees and collaborate with experts who have extensive experience in gaming industry. And we also continue to work on bringing aboard partners with a significant expertise.
Over the years, we have been crafting quality content specifically tailored for the younger generation. With game development, however, we are basically doing what we've always done, but taking it a step further. So we are very proud to be part of this organization, and I believe that in the future you will see a lot of great content coming from BCC Media.
All right, so this is BCC Media. We are really proud about what we do in BCC Media, and basically what we do with the game is taking our what we do and what we have done for years to the next step and doing it in a video game.
Yeah, we have worked many years of making Christian content for youth all over the world, but only recently 3 years the video game. So
yes, that's awesome. And now we are going to talk to a new person on Zoom. Are you there, Diana?
Yes, hi Harv.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome to have you on. We are having a great day here in Norway, and as you can see on the results so far, we are really happy with it. What do you think?
Yes. Oh, awesome! So excited. Glad to be a part. Yes.
So you are Diana. Maybe you can start by telling a bit who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Diana Cologne. I help moderate Twitch and Discord for Elevation Youth. And then my family, I have 2 youth in our family that love to game. My husband's a gamer, so it's how we really connect. And so we love to talk about Jesus with gaming. So this is just like right up our alley to have this experience.
Awesome. What are your thoughts about the project? When did you hear about the project first?
So actually, my husband shared with me maybe a few weeks ago, and he knew it as Bible X. And then I learned Gate Zero is the name of the game, and then so he shared that with me. And then from John Rush from Elevation Youth, he told us about it. So started just doing my research, watching the trailers and the videos.
What are your thoughts about the game and the project?
So I would say, like, my first thing, I love every video I watched answered all my questions. All the questions I had was answered about like, okay, you know, is biblical accuracy important? And then is this going to be, you know, is Jesus the focus? Like, and it is. You guys, the goal is to bring the Bible to life, the story of Jesus, and just to think about like, I've never been to Jerusalem, so to even be able to step foot through this game is really exciting.
That's awesome. You are doing a lot of work for young people and the younger generation, so you know more about that. You know a lot about them, and you are in touch with them every day. What can this product be for young people growing up in today's society?
It's enriching. I think it can enrich their knowledge of the Bible, and in a way that they can be interested. So many times we're, you know, bringing our kids to church or telling them, hey, let's read the Bible. And sometimes we get this like, oh, okay, you know, and we try to say like, well, let's make learning fun. And they'll, you know, ask like, oh, how can you make this fun? You know, or I already went to chapel this week. So I think like, and not getting on them because they learn and we talk and we discuss these things, but to be able to include a game and say, hey, let's get involved in the co-op part of the game where you can have people interacting and get excited about this game. And in the meantime, we're not just, you know, wasting our time. We can actually learn about the Bible. So I think definitely enriching, like for me, even as us big kids, you know, a lot of us adults that help with the youth, we love to game. And so the game even encouraged me to look back and read about like, what is the Passover? You know, I know the Passover, but I kind of forgot that it came from back in Egypt when the, you know, when Israel was delivered, and just to really get that hunger and thirst again for all of us, but especially youth. But as Bubba said too, like a lot of youth maybe not be growing up in a home that's teaching them about the Bible. So there's adults that are lacking in that knowledge. So I think it's great all around.
Awesome. What would you say to people that are on the fence right now when it comes to backing?
Oh, for backing, I would say get involved however you can. So, you know, I think biblically, like if you're not going to give cheerfully, right? Like we want to have the right heart about it. So I would say pray, like first, Jesus first, pray, ask the Lord how you can help. Is there something in your heart that you've been wanting to do? Like in 2020, we wanted to, my husband and I, we say God in gaming, how can we bring God to gaming? But we don't have the years of experience you guys do with gaming. So my call to action, my question to everyone would be, what do you have? We can all play a part. So pray, right? God can do more, as you guys have been saying, than any of us can. Search your heart. And then I would say, get involved, like join the Discord, pick roles, because there's even opportunities there. Play the demo. If you want to, if you don't know or understand or believe it yet, play the demo. I played it today and I loved it. And even to be able to provide feedback. And with all of that, I'm like, man, how could I not? So for me, I would say like, the tier that my family picked is the tier where we actually get game keys. So we already want to share this with our kids, and like I already told my friend Shadow, who may be watching, and he watched the demo too. Like you got a game, or like we already got this, put it on your wish list. We're going to get it for you. So like, if you want to make sure you have 10 game keys, get that tier that you get that. And that's already, like if I'm going to get that anyway to share with others, get that now. Let's back the project with prayer and cheerfully.
So cool.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Diana.
Thank you all so much.
And thank you for all the work you do for the young people.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great one.
Okay. Take care. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That's really cool to hear.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome. Cool. And she was talking about the Easter in the Pesach, the celebration, and that brings me on to the beta, the prototype we did.
Yeah.
Should we watch the video?
Yeah, we can do that.
Do we have it? You talked about it earlier today.
It was actually what kicked off the whole game. We were making the Pesach for a live event. And what happened was actually really cool because we had this whole show planned out that was canceled. And it was canceled for 2 years because of COVID. And then we made the game in between, and we had 5,000 youth play the beta for 3 months, 3 chapters in the game. And then they had the live show. experience where they went to had the Pesach experience, and then they played it already. So it was like actually enhanced. It was a better experience because it was cancelled.
Yeah.
So.
And if you are on the fence now, as we have been talking about, watch this video and see for yourself when you see the game in use with a huge youth group.
So I heard that the backstory for this project is actually that you guys were making a live production in 2020.
Yeah, the thing was that we were making a camp production, a huge live event for a youth camp, Easter camp in 2020. So our goal for the project was to make the young people able to understand on a personal level why Jesus died on the cross for them. Why did it happen? What does it matter for me? But 3 weeks before it was going to be held, it was cancelled due to COVID. So then we started thinking, okay, what about make this into a game? And we also had the perfect audience to test it on, which was BUK. BUK is an international youth group with about 5,000 members from all around the world. They are between 13 and 25 years old. And when we started to make the game, we knew from the start that we also was going to run this live event. So why not combine those two and make the game and the camp the same event?
So together with the event producers, we made a plan that 3 months before the Easter camp, that BUK would get exclusive access to the beta and play those 3 chapters, and by that get really into the stories of Jesus and get to know it before the Easter camp. To stay connected with the groups playing this game all over the world, we built a studio in the office, actually here where we're sitting right now. And we had live transmissions, live streamings.
We analyzed the gameplay, analyzed the topics that they have experienced.
And by that we could connect with everyone playing, and we had statistics and we had recaps and we had guests in the studio.
When we released the first chapter, we were very, very nervous. Of course, we have tested it a lot, but to have 5,000 people jump into the game and start testing and start running around to test what you have been working on for 2 years. So, when they have been running around and playing this game for a couple of days, we were actually really satisfied because the results was just amazing.
We got a lot of great feedback, and people really liked, especially the social part in the beta. But we also saw that they want to explore on their own, and that's something we're also working now in the demo to make the single player a great experience, but the social part of it also a good thing in addition to that.
What were you doing before you started to work on a video game?
I was working with Bible study projects for young people, and the problem we always had was that it's really hard to entertain this audience to participate in all these different Bible studies. But with the game, that problem was definitely solved. It was actually the young people that asked the mentors and the youth leaders to, when are we going to game next time? When are we going to gather? Can we play tonight? That's basically our dream, to make them have fun and learn from the Bible at the same time.
All right, this brings back awesome memories.
Yes, it does. It was a very good experience.
And also welcome to the couch, Liz.
Thank you. It's a nice couch.
You are known in the community as Liz.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
How is the atmosphere in the community right now?
It's buzzing. It's been amazing. It's been boiling on all platforms all day. And I've had the privilege of the last few days, or the last few weeks actually, to interact with and talk to our community. And they really are an amazing gang.
They really are. Some people
They really are.
extra.
They're so dedicated. And today, all day on Discord, it's been buzzing, and people have been discussing which pledges to make, and they've been encouraging each other to kind of pledge more. And that is amazing. And we have also some really young people in our community who are willing to pledge several $100s, and that is just amazing. So if you are not sure, our community is amazing, and they're at least as enthusiastic as we are.
Yeah,
that's also my
So,
experience.
yeah.
It's really cool to see. Do you have received any cool questions or anything that we should talk about now, other than what's in the?
I think you guys talked about a few of them. I think.
There's one guy asking if you need more programmers.
Yeah. Do we?
Yes, of course.
We're always looking for more people.
I can see as we speak, we need more programmers, but because we have reached 50% of the goal.
50%.
So we go into the Kickstarter. Yes, we're. How can that be? I looked at it and it was 98.
How much is it now?
It's 100K right now.
What?
That is awesome.
Can we do an applause?
Yeah.
We should have. Oh, actually,
raise up in the background. That's awesome. We have 1,065 backers and 100,000 euros.
It's actually overwhelming, almost heart wrenching to see the enthusiasm that people have for this game.
It's crazy. I was looking at it and I was thinking, should we just continue streaming until we reach 100K?
I'm sure people would stay up and watch.
Yeah, and now we did.
No, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to our community. Shout out to everyone out there.
What were we talking about?
You guys mean a lot to us. We're so happy to have you.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Where were we? Liz, you had some questions from the community.
Right, so let me just check.
Well, you said the story about programmers, that we need them.
Yeah.
Well, you just told the story that Alex had.
Yeah.
So that's probably some people out there who think maybe this is me in the future.
But I would say especially what we need is skilled people with experience, and people with knowledge from the industry, and people with we are aiming high on the quality and everything, so we need the most skilled people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw the one. Is there a link that we can see to where we can support the parent company? That was we showed the video about BCC Media, the foundation behind Gay Zero, and bcc.media is a page where you can.
That's where to go.
Yeah, where to go to read more about that. All right.
There was a question: is the Gay Zero staff full time?
Yeah, we actually talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are.
Yes.
And we are also now full night almost.
Yeah.
Working around the clock, basically.
Yeah.
Will there be difficulty modes like easy, normal, and hard?
I think we actually answered those questions.
Yeah.
You did?
We did. Yeah.
I can't keep track. There's so much activity going on.
Yeah,
exactly.
No worries.
But you are here for a different reason also, right?
Exactly, and we are having have been doing a referral competition online with where you can win a PlayStation 5.
Yes. So basically, it was refer the page for the for information about the Kickstarter to as many people as possible.
Yeah, and it was referred to a bit above 1,000 people. That was awesome. So now we are going to find out who the winner was. So if we can
get a drum roll.
We'll make the draw.
Yeah, let's see.
So I think it was almost 50 people who had at least 5 referrals, and they are in this draw.
Let's do it.
Imagine winning a PS5, guys.
Yeah, a lot of people would like to have a PS5.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Who's it gonna be?
And the winner is
Christoph. Congratulations, Christoph.
You know him?
I don't know him, but whoever you are will reach out to you, and you have won a PS5.
And hopefully you can play Gate Zero on the PS5.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. We really hope so.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations,
Congrats.
Christoph.
Awesome. We also have some other prizes.
Yeah.
The top 10 will get their hoodie, Gate Zero hoodie exclusive one, and the top 25 will also get a Gate Zero t-shirt. So we will reach out to you guys and we'll send it over to you.
And there's the special item, in-game item, which will be for everyone that shared it with 5 and more.
Yeah.
So we will reach out to all of them and give them the prizes.
That's very good. Thank you so much for referring the game for us.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Very
It's been
helpful.
a great help.
And continue doing that.
Now it's actually we should have a referral campaign on the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
The more pledges you get.
All right, we are halfway there. That's amazing.
A good way to end the live stream. Actually,
It is.
It's very, very cool.
So if you want to support and if you want to back this project, share it with as many as possible, your friends and family, and that's the best thing you can do right now.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember if it was Baba or Diane who said it, but if you're thinking that you're gonna get the game eventually, I mean, if we don't get the funding, that might not happen. So get the game now, and then you will definitely get the game when it comes out. So nobody gets the game before it comes out anyway. So
If you're waiting for the stretch goals, you are waiting. But if you want to have the stretch goals, don't wait.
Yeah.
Just back us right now. That's the best thing you can do.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's it for today.
Wow, it's been a good day.
It's been a good day.
It has for sure.
Thanks to everybody who's been watching.
Yeah.
It's been so fun to have you and read your comments and answer your questions. It's been great.
Yeah.
We will also make a short version of this live stream for the devlog on Friday. So yeah, have a good day and good night wherever you are.
And see you on the next live stream sometime in the future.
Bye bye.
See you guys.